Greetings to benevolent beings. Those are the only ones I'm speaking to. So just a couple of things I wanted to, at least in this moment, I would just like to make light of. The first thing is sunshades that that are used for the inside of the cars in the windshield. I think that they have some kind of a mylar covering, but I have found that they do offer some amount of reprieve or some amount of relief. I don't know for how long. I guess it depends on that person and what you're being targeted with. And, at some point, usually the AI system does recalibrate. So I don't know how effective these are going to be for you in your area. But if you have a way to secure, like buy 2 or 3 of them and then double them up, fold them over or put one inside of another. And then if you can find a way to secure it, like you would just poke the tiniest of holes on each side and then, maybe thread a zip tie through or, a rubber band or a twine, I don't know, whatever it is you're going to use. And then if you have those handlebars, those hand ring, I don't know what they're called, like the hand rings above on the inside of your vehicle above the doors. If you could find a way to secure each side of the sunshade, to the handlebars, and then you have, that's kind of protection. That's some amount of protection, at least while you're driving. And if you are one who spends time in your car, for whatever reason, you can always at least, have some amount of protection. So the bookbinder rings, like if you go to the school supply section, at like a Walgreens or CVS or, even a grocery store, you have those individual bookbinder rings. Those can be handy. Wrap one end around the handlebar and then the other, and then slide the rubber band or zip tie, onto the ring and then close it. So, or, get creative, figure out your own way to secure it. If you can manage to get Velcro to stick to the inside, the ceiling of your car, that's great. Maybe that way. But they work a lot better if you double them up. So, buy 2 or 3 and, fold them together, whatever you got to do. Now, the other thing with that is you can always take sunshade and then cut some circles out of it and stack them and then wear those in a beanie or a hat, right? Like, at least that's something. And especially if you're like in specific moments when they're really going hard, right? And with the if you're going to attach it to the ceiling of your vehicle, you can always like double up the sunshades and then put layers of tinfoil in between that, right? Like whatever you got to do to protect your brain. And then in addition to that, when you're sleeping, sunshades are like 2.5, 3 feet long, right? So you can use one to put underneath your pillow and then have one like draped over your head while you're sleeping. And then you can use a longer one to cover your body, or a few of them or a couple of them, right? Double them up. So anyway, that was a thought. Or that's a tool, I'll rephrase. That's a tool that could be used for some amount of reprieve and relief, especially in acute situations, inside your vehicle, and when you're sleeping, and in a hat or a beanie. Like something, it's better than nothing, right? Okay, and then the other thing is the parking lots of airports where people leave their cars for a couple days or a week or whatever. What you can do is try in whatever lot, like when you're checking out airport parking lots where people leave their cars, you want to find, hopefully a parking place that's as close to the tower as you can get. At least that's what I found. Maybe far away is better. I'm not quite sure. What I'm getting at is that airports are restricted airspace. And they can only allow certain frequencies. So I'm not saying that it would be, you would find relief from all the frequencies that are being forced on you, but there is a range that, the airports, the towers can only allow certain frequencies. So whatever they're targeting you with might be in that range of the ones that they don't allow. Personally, I have found sitting in airport parking lots for a little while can bring some immediate temporary relief. However, just know that at some point you'll see airport security. If they see you, they might ask you what you're doing there. Personally, I tell them, hey, look, I'm sensitive to frequencies, especially like from the Wi-Fi coming from the towers and the cell towers and all of that. So even though the airport has a lot of Wi-Fi and all of that, you can still just say, well, since the airport is restricted airspace, it seems to help block out certain frequencies that I'm sensitive to. So I'm just sitting here trying to get my bearings and regulate myself. I usually tell them that certain frequencies, I'm not quite sure which ones usually affect my body in ways that are not fun. And I sit in the parking lot to get temporary relief. So that my body has, that I can regulate my body, and the pain, you can just mention that it helps with pain. Certain frequencies cause pain for you, and whatever it is you're going to say, right? Whatever it is you're going to say. I just tell them I'm sensitive to certain frequencies, and I go there because those frequencies don't seem to be allowed in restricted airspace. So that would be another thought. Yeah, I think those were the couple of things that I wanted to make light of. So I won't make this too long. I think there are a couple other topics I might speak on, but I will do that in another recording and just keep this one short. So I hope you're doing your best. I hope you are finding tools that help you and to stay strong. And I hope you all are working with your astral bodies and trying to make your astral bodies stronger, the connection to your physical body stronger. And, hopefully there are tools that you are using or that you have found that are working for you. And I'm sure that you are all doing the best that you can with what you have available. So, all right, well, I wrap this up, and until next time, stay strong. Sorry about that. I'm trying to hit the button here.